Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo ka-choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. Starting to realize maybe I should save when we do a new poem, like, because that's sort of like the end of a thing, and that's like the choices you make that will determine the course of the next day. It seems. I don't know why I didn't think to do that sooner. Again, I'm getting used to the game and how it saves and all the things, and yeah, but I made my last poem. Feels like it came out pretty good, but I should have saved before I made it, but it is whatever it is. Yeah, so I only got like 4 that weren't Yuri, and they were all Sayori, so you know, I'm getting better. But here's back to the game. Monica. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Yeah, what's that about, Prez? Because, like, aren't you supposed to be, like, I don't know, setting a good example? Yeah, feel bad. You're a bad person, and you should feel bad. Now, everyone point and don't laugh, but just give that disapproving stare. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Like, all of you at the same time. She's making us go on stage maybe today. I don't know. I don't know how time passes in this game. Don't worry, I just walked into. Don't shut up, me. don't you try to shut up, me. You don't get to talk. The kids are talking. Were you practicing piano again? Okay, if she's been practicing piano, then it's like, well, then I'm an asshole. Yeah, well, I'm an asshole. All right. But I didn't actually say it, so haha, only I'm the asshole as a player, not as a character. So haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Yeah, it sounds kind of like you're, I don't know, spreading yourself kind of thin or whatever. Yeah. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, that's true. But the reality is you guys had a club of like 2 persons. And you guys did that, so I gotta say that's for something. The club wouldn't be here without you. No one else here was like, let's start a literature club. You know, it was you. And maybe you just did it because you got tired of all the politics involved with being in all the other clubs you were in. And it was maybe too stressful or whatever, and you wanted less struggle for control. I don't know. Maybe you just wanted a club that wouldn't take up as much time and you could, you know, not have to worry about all that political maneuverance. And then you could practice piano. I don't know. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Yeah, okay. Every time you start to win me back a little, you just lose me again. Like, not... You're super happy. Willing is... That deserves, you know, heavy bunny ear quotations around it. Like, willing. I can't wait for the festival. Okay, you actually seem jazzed about it now. It's gonna be great! This was a quick change. Was this literally a day, or was this like the weekend? Like... What happened? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? It's like, okay, cool. I'm not the only one that still remembers yesterday. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of this. Okay, that's fair. Hopefully that'll cut her deep. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious... Okay, you know what? She's like, look, I'm on the bright side of things. You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Annika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. I mean, look, I'm not a huge squid fan. It's not terrible. You know? Like, it's not terrible. It's kind of chewy. It's not really for me. It's pretty nutritional to my understanding. But... like, I've eaten it and been like, okay, That's a thing. You can eat. Cool. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I mean, maybe. You, of all people? Why would you say that to her? What makes you believe I mean... I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all the... What do you mean, you people? No, but actually, no, what... I'm curious. What do you mean, but you of all people? Why? What about her makes you think that she would be fond of squid specifically? To my understanding, squid on a list of, like, the social cost and everything, it's not up there. Like, it's not, like, particularly difficult to get squid. Squid's, like, poor people food, kind of. If I recall correctly. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But it's one of those things, like, it's not, you know, like, it's like low-tier sushi. If I recall correctly. I don't know. That's just me guessing based on whatever is floating around in my head that has some knowledge of that. You know, the fact that I ate it and it was just like, you know, things come squid flavored and are squid jerky. It seems like it's one of those things that is pitched to people and sold a lot because it's easy and cheap, and then it's pitched so much that it becomes like a staple, even though it's really not that great, but it's affordable and people acquire a taste for it. You know? Because, well, that is irrefutable logic. You have defeated our resident master debater, the president, with that very well thought out, concise statement, just because with an exclamation point. It's right in your name. Is Monica, is that like a... What? Mon-ika. Eh? Okay, that's the first time she's doing that pose and looks... like it's like she's turning away from you, not like trying to be pleasant. That's not how you... Oh, don't do that. That's a social faux pas. Even if you're making a joke. I don't know if you guys are friends like that. To make a pun, like a Japanese word pun, that's the closest thing I can put it, where it's a wordplay joke. It's not necessarily a pun, but that's the closest Americans have. Where you change the way people's, like, how things are said, or you take a word and it sounds like another word, or yeah, it's different than puns, but it's like that's but with it being about her name and then relating it to squid, that's like, that seems like shots fired from a social aspect. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. See, it's like, is she talking to us? She's like, I know that the person playing this is translating, but okay. She's like, what? Never mind. Okay, yeah, that was an awkward moment for everyone. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Now I'm like, I feel like I want to look that up, but I don't want spoilers, but it's like, was her name something else in the Japanese translation of it? And does it make sense? And you know what, it's really not that important. I'm not going to remember to do it. Fuck, what did I actually need to look up? I looked up something, and I was like, oh, I'll look that up, and I forgot what it was. But I think I was right about whatever it was I need to look up. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. Oh, Christ. What have you done to her technique? What have you done? And I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Girl, you do not need to be pulling some serial experiments lane shit, like, just, like, freaking out in the corner quietly. Like, don't do that. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things? Jeez, you worry too much about me. No, that seems like an appropriate level of worry. 100%. You're over in the corner by yourself instead of talking to anybody. And you're just sort of... I mean, you're spaced out all the time, but you're spacing out the ground by yourself in the corner desk. So much that I didn't even know that you were here. That's weird. I'm fine, see? Yeah, that's not convincing me. I mean, a little hop. And there's a big smile. It's not, no. I'm not giving you, no. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. See, again, your words and... Alright, I guess I'll just continue to get more and more worried about you, but whatever, okay, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone, toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything. Yeah, there you go. Maybe. They seem to be like they know each other and are the closest in this group. So yeah, let's do that. Other than me and her outside of the group. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Technique, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. That right there. That's the sort of thing if we were reading a manga, it would just be like or whatever like sound effects, and it would just be like it would be zoomed in on like the like Scott Pilgrim zoom in creep factor. You know, like what the fuck is... No, something is clearly wrong here. Like, have you ever seen her do that before? Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Technique. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. It's like, yeah, that, but... You know, you guys spend... I didn't want to put it this way, but you seem to be having a significant influence over my childhood friend, my best friend from childhood, that you know, I've known for a long time, and she's starting to act weird and different since I got here. At first, she was herself, and it just seems like there's, like, you know, like a downhill thing happening. And, I feel like a lot of it is due to your influence. So I'm calling you out, bitch. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. It's like, see, it seems like something's happening. So, what's... You know, and I know that you guys sat there and made the posters and made the choice for everybody else for the thing. So, I don't know. I feel like there's something else going on. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Yeah, no, that would be good, because I didn't get anything out of her, and it just, like, again, pan back to Sayori, one of the happiest, cheerfulest, most positive members in this group, just looking down at her desk, just like idly scratching a pink eraser up and down her desk, like That's not natural. Like, I don't like that. That's definitely, like, that's where, that's a red flag. Let's get that checked out, and she won't talk to me, so maybe you. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Maybe by me. Don't... Are you sure? It's like, maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. See, there you go. Let her go talk. Yeah. Person of interest? What do you... Don't... Shh. Just go... Just... You've done your job. Let Monica go do the thing. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Technique. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Because again, maybe they're closer friends than you thought, and that's why you went to her rather than someone else. You didn't go to her because she's the president of the club. You went to her because she's, you know, they seem to be close kind of too, and just shut up, dude. Just let her go do the thing. I know I don't want them to be closer, but I don't want her to be unhealthy. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much. Yeah, don't. Then don't. Let's just go do the thing. Forget me. Don't talk to me. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Well, that's nice. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's like, maybe she's just like that around you because you do that for her. And you don't notice because you only see her when you're around her. You don't know the Sayori that isn't the Sayori around you. Except for now, where you're like, what's going on, eraser girl? What are you doing? Are you trying to erase your desk? Like, what's happening here? It's not any different than than it's always has been. You're so funny, Technique. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she... Exactly. It's like, boys are idiots, and as a boy I will say, yes we are. Me especially. Haha, woo, haha. I said too much. Yeah, you might have overstepped a bound there. But you might also be helping, or maybe not. Because now it makes me feel bad about aiming for Yuri, because it's like, I don't want bad things to happen to Sayori, and it's not like Yuri would be, you know, like, it's not like Yuri's expecting me to, you know, I don't know. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. See, that seems fair. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear. It's across the room, and that just seems like a lot to ask. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. I don't know, man. I want a second to just kind of process everything and think about it. I'm trying to keep these a little shorter, even if it means they end up longer in, like, the playlist and stuff. But it's just like, I do not want to hurt Sayori. I like Sayori. She's sweet. I do have my preference towards Yuri, but this does seem to be negatively affecting her. And the only difference between last night and tonight is... gameplay-wise, the poem that I wrote, which was way more Yuri-focused, obviously, than my other stuff, because I was trying to. But it's also the conversation we had on the way back, and my reaction to it, and whether or not she knows about the poem already, or doesn't. It seems like people react to the poem before, like the poem makes choices that set me on a path that, you know, is it goes in line with what the poem will merit later. Like, your poem ends up being the factors that create the day. It seems like. And I just like, I don't want to have to replay this game just to make Sayori happy. Like, I might. I'm just sort of like, just the mental image that they chose to be like, she's just looking down at nothing, and then the next mental image of her scratching an eraser just up and down on the desk, like, idly. Like, that's, for a character like her, that's like, hey, we need to pay attention to this. Like, that's concerning. So it's got me a little concernicus. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'll think about that.